Welcome back to Reddit Story Time. Today we have 4 incredible stories. Let's dive right in.
Story number 1. The phone number that waited 20 years. Our narrator buys his first phone in 2005, a premium number paid for with prize money he'd earned in school. But by day 3, the calls start. Debt collectors, banks, creditors, all asking for the same stranger. The number's previous owner had abandoned it, and he'd left a trail of unpaid debts behind him. Our narrator does what anyone would do. He blocks the numbers. And for years, that's life. A blocked list he rebuilds every time he changes phones. Now fast forward to 2010. He lands a job on a project with a dark reputation, thanks to a project manager everyone calls Bits. Bits is a nightmare in human form, deadlines changed on a whim, public tirades, meetings scheduled over lunch breaks, credit stolen, blame assigned. The team burns out while Bits thrives on control. Then, in 2012, a company merger gives everyone an org chart, and our narrator finally learns his manager's full name, Bitsa, the same name the debt collectors have been asking for nearly a decade. Same area, same school. He confirms it with an old mentor, and then he makes his move. Quietly, calmly, he unblocks every single number on his phone, 150 of them. The calls jump from 6 a day to 18. And this time, he doesn't say wrong number. He politely explains that the owner has a new number now and helpfully provides the office line. And his manager's extension, just in case. The fallout was nuclear. 20 court cases, $200,000 in unpaid loans, debts taken out in his own relatives' names, an entire hidden life delivered straight to his workplace. Within 2 months, Bits was gone. 20 years of patience, one unblock button, that is ProRevenge.
And the verdict, 20 years of patience, flawless execution.
Story number 2. Hurt my friend. Good luck with your education. The mid-90s. Our narrator is at junior college, living with his girlfriend, hosting regular game nights with friends, including Sarah, a friend they've come to adore. Sarah's boyfriend, Jay, tags along a couple of times, but he's cold, standoffish, always glaring. Then one night, Sarah shows up at their door in tears. Jay had accused her of cheating, screamed horrible names at her, and when she tried to walk away, he shoved her hard enough to send her over a coffee table, leaving her bruised and shaken. Our narrator is a big guy, but he's never thrown a punch in his life. So he doesn't. He waits. Because here's the thing, he works in the school's administration building, and as part of his job, he can see any student's records, fees, and class schedule, and there's a date circled on the calendar. The last day to drop or add classes without penalty. On that exact day, he walks to the dedicated enrollment phones. This is before online registration exists, and he cancels every single one of Jay's classes. Then, just for seasoning, he re-enrolls him in every course he can find that carries an extra fee. At this school, owing money means no transcripts, no records, nothing. And one more detail. Jay is a foreign student. Fall below a full course load, and your visa status collapses with it. The payoff arrives the following Tuesday. Jay shows up to the English class he shares with Sarah, but the roster has already been filled by waitlisted students, and when the teacher takes attendance, Jay's name isn't on it. He argues. It doesn't matter. The paper says what the paper says. Sarah never saw him in that classroom again. And when our narrator quietly checked the system months later, every class with a fee was gone, and no new ones had replaced them. Mess with him, fine. Mess with his friends. Bring a printed schedule.
And the verdict, mess with the bull, get the roster.
Story number 3, 401K with a side of revenge. This one is a 9-year chess game played by a woman who refused to lose twice. When her first child was born, her husband forced her to quit her job. By the time their second was 2, she discovered his affair, and by then the verbal abuse had turned physical. When he turned on their firstborn, she threw him out. His response, quote, "The courts haven't ordered me to give you a dime." He froze her bank accounts with lies. He dragged his feet until the law garnished his wages. Years later, she spots a detail in the divorce paperwork, a box that would have ended spousal support when she remarried. A box he never checked. She could have gone after his $401k right then. Instead, she offered him mercy, keep paying the support, and I won't touch your retirement. A $12,000 deal instead of a retirement account split. Reasonable. Fair, even. Then in 2017, he files for sole custody of the children. Out of nowhere. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where he makes the final mistake of the entire marriage. She tells him straight, "Drop it, let me keep the $12,000 and your retirement stays untouched." He demands the money back. The judge orders her to repay it but raises his child's support to cover it. He effectively repaid himself, and in exchange for dropping the custody grab, he got 2 extra weeks of summer. And she filed for the $401k. He fought it for 4 years. The court sanctioned him, charged him with contempt, and made him pay an extra $600 a month for a year. In January 2021, he got engaged. In May 2021, the disbursement landed, roughly 4 times what he demanded back. His fiancée later blamed her for cleaning out the account, but she gave him the choice. He chose the $401k.
And the verdict: play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Story number 4, cheat on your wife with mine, I'll burn your life to the ground. And story number 4, the scorched earth finale. Early 2000s, a father of 2 starts noticing things. The kids keep mentioning long visits to grandma's house 90 minutes away 2 or 3 times a week. His wife denies everything, but she's a terrible liar. So he checks the odometer, 400 unexplained miles every week. Then, the gift, a sticky note with her email password forgotten next to the keyboard. He logs in, prints the evidence, and hides it. Cold, patient, already planning. He hires a private investigator, Ron, a former cop. Ron documents everything: the kids dropped at the grandparents', the lunches with a man named Bob, the dumpy motel, the schedule running like clockwork. Then Ron digs into Bob, married, 3 kids, and a vice president of sales at his father-in-law's company. Oh, that's delicious. Now watch the timing. 1 single day, 2 envelopes. While a process server walks into his wife's workplace with divorce papers, Ron sits down with Bob's wife and hands her the complete file: photos, times, dates. What she does with it is her business. What she does with it is everything. She empties the joint account and leaves with the kids. Her father fires Bob. Her parents own the house, so Bob is evicted. When he shows up to argue about it, his brother-in-law breaks his nose. Restraining orders follow, then criminal charges, then jail time. Bob vanished from the state, unfindable even online. And our narrator, clean hands, clean conscience. He never threw a punch, never sent an angry message. He just made sure every lie arrived at its destination on the same day. As he puts it, I don't hate my ex. She's my kid's mom, but Bob learned that some men open the mail. And the verdict: lives burned, hands clean.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed these stories, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more. See you next time.